Hello world, hello YouTube, hello Flosstube, and hello all my lovely subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me in my journey of cross stitching, and you are most welcome. Thank you for the new people who have joined to see my story. My name is Mia, and this is Missing in a Stitch. I am a Finn living in Finland, and I have been stitching since 2004-ish, with a few years here and there without cross-stitching, but for the past, I would say at least 2 years, I have been stitching almost daily, maybe even 3. Yeah, can't remember anymore. So welcome. This is Flosstube number 20-something. I always forget to, I think it's 28, but don't quote me on that. Well, anyhow, it's been a week since I was last here. And today is June 30th, 2026. So we are starting the second half of the year tomorrow. Where does this time fly? I've been stitching a bit, not that much. I'm still tired, still exhausted, but anyhow. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 whips to show you that I have been stitching on. Then I forgot last week or the week before to show you a finish, and then I have this close to a finish with another one. And then I also got out what I'm planning on stitching next week, or let's say at the moment I don't think plans are. Yeah, I sort of like I am thinking of not having plans, but then again I need some kind of structure, so I'm gonna show you a few whips that I might be working on. Yes, so welcome. Yeah, it's Tuesday the 30th of June. The temperature here in Finland at the moment is 20. Well, it says, my computer says 23, but my actual thermometer that's telling what it is here in my garden is 25 Celsius. That's around 70-ish Fahrenheit. Yes. So let's get into it. I will first show you the first finish I had for the first. Let's just call it the previous finish that I had for this month. It's Pumpikin-colour Autumn by OwlForestEmbroidery. I've stitched it on 40 count. I've written even weave, but I think that's, I don't know. Even weave fabric, if it's linen, that's also even weaved. DMC, 6 colors, and I have started this on the 4th of September 23, and it was stitched finish on the 19th of June 26. And I'll grab that if I need it. Why I think this is linen is because it's rather see-through fabric, but here it is. In all, it had 12,625 stitches, of which I chose I have not written if these were the colors that they are not the OwlForestEmbroidery, they're DMC, but was it sort of like they give you some kind of a DMC conversion? I'm not sure if this was. Yeah, actually, I changed 2 colors. So they were the called for except for 2, and the 2 were the variegated colors that I chose, the green and then this brownish color. These are the two that I did not choose solids. But I have a finish. It has a foxy, it has a kitten, it has another kitten and a squirrel. There's an owl. There's a third squirrel, and then there's a squirrel too. Can you see it? I can't see what I'm showing you. Yeah, and then a few pumpkins and a house and trees, and this was a wonderful stitch, and I am not sure what this is going to be once finalized. I think I might make it into a pillow because the fabric is big enough for a pillow. But that was my finish. My finish for in June. I do not remember finish number what. I do have that paper somewhere. Yeah, it's somewhere. Remember the last time I showed you that I printed out those hoops that I'll be going over, and yeah, I don't. It was a finish. And Moomin and the Sea. It is fully cross-stitched. This Moomin and the Sea got 1,949 stitches. No, it didn't. I think I've just 1,349 is more accurate. Less than 1,400 in the past week to get it ready. And I have stitched the back stitching for the seagull and Moomin. So where I am missing the back stitching is what it needs in the sand, and then the connection of his tail. But I got it cross-stitched during the week. And this was, I need to correct my stitch count. Yeah. And I've got a big enough piece to stitch maybe a couple of more of Moomin. No, I've got enough. I'm not buying anything new, but I do have a couple of Moomin designs charts in my stash, so you never know. But this is done, and I know it isn't. This is cross-stitched, and I am so happy that I've got major part of the back stitching also done, so just need a bit down here. Yeah, and then in no particular order, the stitching of the week, well, okay, Moomin got that, the biggest chunk. And then Scandi Forest Blues got 537 stitches on one day. This week has sort of been like I'm stitching on one project per day because my energies have been yes. So here is Scandi Forest Blues. And I stitched this start of the birdie. It's sort of like the base of the bird is like this, but then it has different kind of decorations. So I still have the white part to stitch under here. But then I think I stitched a bit of the blue, these leaves up here, or are they leaves, branches? This is see-through. Yeah, but it's coming along good. No percentages, because this is a paper chart. And yeah, I would say it's a bit over a third, but it's not half done. So how it took Laura, I Stitch Birds, I adopted this from her and promised to stitch it and will continue. This will be one that I'll be keeping out. And I was thinking about 100 stitches a day, but at the moment that's not with this low energy level that I have, that's not possible. But my idea is that when I touch this, I will get 500 stitches on it, or at least try to get 500. This time I did it with 537. Yes. Then I have noticed that Flosstuber Frenzy has dropped off the lists. Yeah, and if I ever get any more energy, I will pick it up. But for Julie, Silver Stitches with a Y, SYLVER stitches. I've been going on hers, doing stitches for her. So this is Up and Away. It's the John Clayton collection. Heritage Crafts is the chart maker, and once ready, it will look like this. And this time I filled in, or had I filled in? I did 259 because my goal for Flosstuber Frenzy has been 250 for Flosstube. So I think, if I remember correct, I filled in this sort of like this purple part and then stitched. I think I had a bit of the yellow to do here, if I remember correct. And then there's well, it's sort of like 5 rows. I filled in the missing colors and then stitched on. There's other balloon coming over here. That's further in the horizon. This one, it got a few stitches, and then I've been filling in the sky. But 259 stitches on Up and Away. And Julie does her floss tubes weekly, basically weekly. Sometimes she might, well, I think this year has there been only 1 week that she hasn't got to it, but she always tells if she can't get to it. But this will continue. Excuse me. You know, a sneeze was going around my nose, but it didn't come out. Yeah. Please go and give her a see what she's up to. I actually have realized that we have quite a few same whips going on. So it's sort of like nice to have I stitch. I don't know what I stitch. I stitch all kind of stuff. But I have noticed that there are not many people who sort of like, I don't see people stitching the same things as I do. So when there is someone who stitches the same thing, it's a nice thing to see. So at least we've been picking out the Heaven and Earth Design Sal for this year, and last year we both had the same. This year it's the Wise and the Brave, and last year we both had chosen Steampunk Portal. So, and I don't think there are many that I follow that are stitching the same. Well, anyhow, this will continue along with Julie's floss tubes. Then we have my self-portrait, which is Bird 33-1. And my inconsistent... I'm not telling you everything that I thought I would. Scandi Forest Blues, the one I have adopted from Laura. That is from the Pixel Parade. Pumpkin-colored Autumn, I think I told it's from OwlForestEmbroidery. And Moomin and the Sea is from GreenTerrace, but I can't remember. Petunova is the artist. Yeah. I think that was it. And self-portrait. Looked like me, yes? Self-portrait is a chart by TidyPatterns, TIDY Patterns on Etsy. And the further I go, the older I get. This hair is just like me. What this will look like, I really am. Yeah, my brains are gone with the wind, should we say. Bird 33-1, once ready, will look like ghost. Will look like this. So I'm up in the hair, and that's what I feel my brains are like. They're just blowing in the wind. And they have extra extreme exhaustion as a friend. But this, I did, how many stitches did I do? 449. I was going for 500, but I just couldn't make it. I was too tired. Yeah. Actually, I think I showed you this last week, so I stitched it on, I think I stitched on Tuesday, but I have counted 8 days into my stitching now, from Tuesday to Tuesday, because I wasn't sure what I had showed you. But looking at this now, it's I don't know. But here it is. And it's that it's closer to the end than anything else. It has 5,910 stitches in all to get it done, and I have 4,517, so I've got just under 1,400. Yeah, 1,393 if I can correctly count. But this is self-portrait. If not as much a look-alike, but you know what's in your brain. Yes. So self-portrait. It is at 70. Can I see it? 76.41%. Says pattern keeper. Then we have AFL Cats, Geelong Cats, AFL, Australian Football League. And this is for a game in Fun with Cross Stitch on Facebook in the group. And the chart is done by Nessa, who is one of the admins in the group. She came up with the charts both for the Australian Football League and the National Rugby League. They are both their own games. So this is what Geelong Cats will look like once ready. And I've been stitching his hands. They are still, well, there's still stitches to go. At the moment, I am at 12,031. Hey, I've gone over 12,000. Yay! Out of 27,579 stitches, and it's at 43.62%. And I had to move the frame so that I could get to the hands. But here is this AFL player. I don't know if he's catching the ball or has he just thrown it, but this is where they are. And those are the hands I have been stitching on. And then I decided I'm gonna stitch all of the skin, what's in the skin color. I have 11,000 stitches left of 3033. So since I'm on this side, I'll stitch everything that's here, and then I'll go back to stitching that blue part. But this is Geelong Cats. It's I like it. Actually, I like the differences that I have in my stitchings because I enjoy bulk stitching. and I enjoy confetti, maybe not confetti, gazillion color changes in 100 stitch area, but but it's okay since I have the balance of both. I have whips that have, others have block and others have confetti stitching, so that's okay. I get the balance. And then, ta-da! I had a new start. As if I don't have enough. Well, I obviously didn't. And I actually went and bought the fabric for it. I said I would not need to buy any fabric ever again. Yeah. And then I went and I bought both the fabric and I bought, I needed some floss. I was running out of blank. So I ordered that. Once I ordered the fabric, and then I ordered a purple frame. These Nudge frames. I like these better than any other of these wider. I have both Q-Snap and I have DMC, and this is my favorite. So what's my new start? My new start is a picture that I found, or I saw in a group in Facebook. A group that's name I can't remember at the moment. Oh, but anyhow, it's sort of like then I put it into a program, a free one in the internet, and made it into a chart. And this is what it will look like. I'm not sure if you can see what it reads. I have named this At My Lowest. And it says, at my lowest, God is my hope. At my darkest, God is my light. At my weakest, God is my strength. At my saddest, God is my comfort. And with all kind of thingies going on in my life at the moment, I feel this is something that I need to stitch for myself. Yeah, so the fabric is 32 count Belfast linen. It is yeah. Can you see the modeling on this? On the other side, it's just plain, but on the stitchy side, it has this modeling. Yeah. Anyhow, I got 180 stitches into it one day, and the chart is a full coverage because it picked up all the white from the behind, but I'm not stitching the white unless it is in like the face, or there are a few areas that the white comes like in the girl or in the cross or somewhere else, but the actual background that I'm not stitching. But yeah, here is my start. 180 stitches. I'm stitching 2 over 2 with the call for DMC. And as the picture showed, I was first thinking that maybe is this the right color for this, but you can see the This is 950, 951, and there are a couple of other the same color family, but you can see them in real life. It pops out of this fabric, so I'm not worried. And I just wanted something other than white. Did I say I'm stitching 2/2? Yep. And it's going to take all of the fabric. I didn't even get a 3-inch border. It's like 1 3/4, and then 2 inches in the other direction. But it's gonna fill this whole piece. So I have a bit of a way to go with that. So, plans, or let's say what's been coming up. You know, I'm doing WIPGO. Okay, before that, I will continue stitching on Up and Away for Julie's Flosstubes. And then Jessie Marie does stuff. Yeah. She called out the July numbers for WIPGO. I have my beautiful list here. Everything that's been marked with a pink color has been done. So I've actually I've done all but one. And that but one was from the month that April. I think they called the 3. Number 13 was called, so then she brings out 3 numbers. And Be Unique was sort of like a struggle. So that's not that's one that I have not finished. But that's okay. This isn't science fiction or anything. It's just cross stitch. And Be Unique is that small that I hope to get it done anyhow this year. So yeah, we were in July's WIPGO. She called 17, which is Blackwork Flowers and Birds by Lesley Teare, the design, and I'm stitching on it on a ecru-colored Ada. I'll show it to you in just a moment. And the other one was number 9, which is Baby Zebra, which is art by Corinna, Clarke, and she has also charted it Artecy. It's an Artecy chart. So those 2 will get 500 stitches in July. So half of the year gone, and I'm like 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 12 out of 13 is I would say I'm doing good. I'm just wondering what kind of papers. Oh yeah, that was May. May was something, I don't know. Anyhow, WIPGO. You know, my brain is sort of like squirrel there and squirrel there and squirrel there. Blackwork Flowers and Birds is by Lesley Teare. It is the birds are, and some of the flowers are in cross stitch, and then most of the flowers are in Blackwork. And I have done this and that and that. I have cross stitched this. This is actually missing a bit of the back stitching, and I have come down into this bird with a bit of cross stitching. I am not counting the back stitching because on the border, yes, but in the actual flowers, no. It's too much for my brain at the moment. So I will be continuing the cross stitching in this bird, and then if it's less than 500 to go, then I will continue in this square. And what it looks like right now, with a few hanging threads, is this. So this is the square that I will continue with the cross stitches. If I get 500 done into the square with the cross stitches, that's okay, but if I don't, I'll then jump into this square to continue. And I'm not talking anything about any back stitches, but this is WIPGO 1 or WIPGO 17, it doesn't matter. The call for WIPGO for July. Then Baby Zebra by Clarke, Artecy. Once done, will look like this. And starting point for the Baby Zebra is here. This is 3,173 stitches done. Up to its nose, it's complete. Yeah, so 3,173 out of 6,305. And I'm at 50.33. It's a bit tough trying to get to see small numbers. Yeah, so this year has been started. I started from the bottom, but then I realized that all these flosses here are annoying when you're going up. So I came up for something. I can't remember what it was, but I decided to come up, and now I'm going to go stitch the 10 by 10 square. The 10 row block thingy. Why is English so hard today? So this was the second WIP for WIPGO for the set. Baby Zebra is the second WIP for WIPGO in July. Then I have that to the next 500 or 1,000. I have chosen 3 WIPs that I'm going to show you, and I they each have a minimal amount of stitches to go to get to the next rounded 500 or 1,000. So I hope I'm not biting my head off. And the first one that I'm gonna do is also an Artecy chart, but these are just I'm going through my list that's in alphabetical order, so yeah, alphabetical order by the name of the chart. This is African Giants. It's a crop of a bigger one. It's an elephant, adapted from artwork by Fuz Caforio and Artecy. And way up here in the sky, up here, up here, up here. And to get to the next, I have 1,349 out of 37,000, and it means this isn't, yeah, 151 stitches. So not a big one, but, oh, shall I show you the actual cross stitch side and not the reverse? So sort of like 1.5 blocks. My idea is that after I get all of my 65 whips to the next 500 or 1,000, then I'll, whatever the rotation will be, they will be getting 500 stitches into them. But this is the first whip that is at this time is going to go for the next, well, this one's going to the next 500. Then we have Heaven and Earth Designs, Amy Stewart, exclusive for the people who started or who signed up and bought the 2026 SAL, which mine is the Wise and Brave, but my idea was to stitch one page to get this exclusive, but then they gave it to us. So I have 766 stitches done in Amy's secret, what is the name? Amy's Sanctuary of Stitching. I started in the top left, and I have, well, yeah, this is 766 stitches, what it looks like. I have cropped it. It's 315,000. I think I'm only stitching 134 stitches of it. 134,000. Just a moment, please. This is the chart, the whole chart, but I am not stitching this side. I'm sort of like stitching, come on. I'm going to do it, cut it so that the actual stitching part is in the, or let's say the actual cross stitching part of the sanctuary is what I want to stitch. To get to the first 1,000, I have 234 stitches to go. And with these amounts of stitching, it's they're just good enough at the moment. I don't need extras for those. And then I have 127 stitches of Aloha Kitten that I need to get done before Tour de France. Aloha Kitten is a design that Siske stitches. I think Siske stitches designs now when it comes to her charts. She made a picture and top bobbin designs. You can find her on Etsy. She has charted this one. Both of them now have beautiful charts. One is on Etsy, and Siske Stitches designs you can find on her Facebook group. But this was a chart that she designed and she gifted it. They both, Siske and Top Bobbin Designs, gifted this chart to the stitchers in Siske's group. And I have started this so that I have got 873 stitches, which means I have 127 to go to the next 1,000. And then it will get all the stitches that are in Tour de France this year, which is sort of like 3,300 and something. There's been a bit of a difference. They have said that, or on the official page of Tour de France, there is a number that it's 3,333 stitches is this year's competition length in kilometers. But it's a bit less when you actually put in the days, or I made a spreadsheet and counted with that, and it's I think it was 100, a bit over 100 less or something like that. But it doesn't matter. This is my Tour de France stitching. And I decided that this also is my La Vuelta stitching for this year too, once it starts in. Tour de France starts on the 5th of, or was it the 4th of July? And La Vuelta, which is the cycling competition in Spain. Okay, Tour de France is a cycling competition that the men are cycling in France. And then La Vuelta is further on in, was it the end of August? Going into September, they will have La Vuelta, which is the competition in Spain. But this is my stitching for it. So it will get, this is big enough. It's got 129,600 stitches, and this is confetti. This has over 100 colors in it. So Aloha Kitten will be full on with my brain condition at the moment, or my exhaustion. Yeah. If you want to know more, then go check my Flosstube from a week ago, the 23rd of June. Yeah, but The AFL is still going on, so this will get more stitches, and I'm still behind, but that's okay. I have been trying to get, when I picked this up, the 500, but like I said last week, I would need to stitch 800 to 1300 a week to stay catched up. But I'm validating myself with the tiredness and everything, so, but this is something that I will continue. Okay, so I talked about my haul. I ordered 3 skeins of blanc. I ordered the fabric is here. So I got Belfast linen, 32 counts. This was, well, it's not anymore in the package, but this is 3069 Belfast. I guess that's the color, because they don't, but that's it has a nice modeled pinta. The top is nicely modeled. And then I bought the second set of this Nerge 8 by 11.5. Okay, I thought it was 8 by 11. And it comes in, I think this is a nice when you need to store it. This is a Ziploc bag. So yeah, I thought this was nice. We cannot get, I have not found a place here in Finland where I could buy the extensions. But maybe I'll manage with what I have. Yeah. So, life update, a quick one. My grandson had his confirmation day on Sunday, and we were at the church, and then he had a party after that. There were my mum and dad, all of my children, and I've got 3 children, all grown up, 34, 29, and 27 years old, if anybody's interested. And then his godparents were there. Well, my grandson lives with his godparents. Long story. And then there were my brother and his wife and both of his children with their families. And then my nephew's wife's family, well, family and friends were there also to celebrate my grandson's confirmation. So that was a nice thing. A nice few hours. And well, I was the first one to leave because, yeah, my condition at the moment is that any activity, and especially with people around, it's tiring, it's exhausting. It was a wonderful, I really enjoyed, and he even came to sit next to me, and we got to talk. Well, of course, he talked with everybody, but when you're sitting next to someone, when you're having they had food first and then cake and coffee. So while you're sitting at the table and enjoying whatever is served, it's nice to have conversations, and it was nice to have a good conversation with my grandson. Yeah, so that was fun. I'm still exhausted after my 3 times weekly conversations about, about getting a job, or it's not getting a job, it's I need to try out. I need to go and do some work for a certain, it's 9 weeks plus these conversations before that, the planning stuff. And this planning stuff it's just been a lot. Well, anyhow, that was it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked what you saw. And I think, since I'm not exhausted enough, I'll do a mid-year web parade. I thought that I would do it during this week, because on the 6th of July, which is next week's Monday, that is the day that we're meeting with the lady from that institute, and then the workplace. There are 3 of us that we are going to have a conversation, and then make the agreement that when and what. So before that starts, this week is sort of like the time to do it, because I'm not sure after next week if I'll be able to, what I have, if I have energy to do anything else, or even that. The work. Yeah. So you'll be seeing me this week. I'm not saying a day, but before Sunday, I'll be having a mid-year whip parade. And then I think I'll actually really seriously count how many whips I have. Because I've counted them on a list. Okay, now I'm just blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so going through all my bags here, checking out what I actually have in them, and showing them to you. So I hope we'll solve how many whips I have together. The list says 65. I am so hoping it's not that much. But if it is, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the plans, almost forgot. Moomin and the sea is just about ready. Where is my plans? Oh, is it here? No. I've lost my papers. You remember that? You remember that list that I had? No, that's the list that I had, those 7 whips. AFL Cats, Cooking for Your Dragon, Bird 33-1, baby zebra, bullfinch, and two others, can't remember what they are. That is going on also. So Moomin and the Sea will be ready. I think I said it would be ready by the next time I come, but that didn't happen, but that's okay. It's got a bit of backstitching, so that will be ready. Then I'll concentrate on getting Bird 33-1, the self-portrait, ready. And then after that, it's baby zebra is in order to get ready. Yeah, but anyhow, that's happening after the mid-year whip parade, concentrating on getting stuff ready. So I'm still here. Thank you for the company, and I truly hope you enjoyed what you saw, and everybody who I am so grateful for this community and for all you people who left me so heartwarming wishes and left a comment after my last week's life happening talk. It's I feel so blessed to have you as my stitchy friends all around the world, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am really touched with all the comments that you and the hugs and the warmth and the love and the prayers that you sent me. Thank you. So I will see you this week in a whip parade, mid-year whip parade, and hope you have a wonderful start for July. Remember to love yourself. Bye.